And hello everybody. If you can see this, then please let me know in the chat. Hopefully we fixed the microphone problems from earlier on. And you can see and both hear me. So what is this? This is a very impromptu, thrown together live broadcast of Reavers of Midgard. Hadn't planned to do this until about 30 minutes ago. Rob and Emily have joined me tonight, who you can't see on camera, but they are here, trust me. Anyway, right, hopefully that's all fixed now. It was much better, then it went again, but hopefully now it's all fixed. Right, where are we? Reavers of Midgard. So this is a Viking game. You didn't bring your Viking hats. Very disappointed. Well, no, they did. They're in full Viking costume. You can't see it, but they are in full Viking costume. You're going to be doing lots of things in this game, but ultimately you're trying to get points. Where are the points markers? Here. Right, I'm purple. Rob, you're blue. Emily, you are orange. Game plays over 6 rounds. That's Loki. You've been fed. Stop moaning. Right, 6 rounds. So this is the round tracker. And in each round, basically, we will each take it in turns based on whoever the start player is. There's a little boat somewhere. Cardboard boat. Oh, yeah, not a big boat. A little cardboard boat. Right. Somebody's going to be the start player. Let's determine that now. Right. Rob, top, middle or bottom?
Bottom.
Bottom is me. Right, so I'm the start player. So starting with me, on round 1, I'm going to do an action. There are 6 different actions available. That one, is it basically whenever you see this shield here. So that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, right? I will choose an action, I will put my boat on it, and I will do that action. You two may then follow that action and also do that action, but a slightly weaker version of it. And then in a 3-player game, the start player basically has the ownership and does another action. Mm-hmm. That player will pass clockwise each round. Okay? In a 4-player game, you all just get to do 1 action. And in a 2-player game, both players get to do 2 actions. So no matter how many players are in the game, there will be 4 actions taken per round. And there are 6 rounds in the game. Right? That's the basic overview of the game. There will be scoring during the game. And there will also be end of game scoring. Scoring during the game, let's have a look at the victory points for scoring. I think it's a number in a shield. Where is it? There. That is 2 points. Okay, so it's this shield symbol that you see around the outside. That is victory points that you will score during the game. Right. So to do the setup, Last Board Games is here. Hello. Basically, there's lots of piles of cards. These are the Reavers cards. They get shuffled and placed there. These are, I can't remember, ship cards. They'll be placed there. Journey cards are placed here. Loads of different piles of decks. They all work in slightly different ways. They're kind of shuffled as well, although there's 3 different types. And within each type, there are 1s, 2s, and 3s. And to do the setup, we all start with 2 of those Reaver cards. Now, I think we get 2 from the top of the deck. I think that's how it works. I'm just going to check. As I say, only played it once, and that was being taught by Rick. So game setup. Oh, everybody gets a favour token. All right, this is a favour token. There are big ones, which are worth 5, but you start with 1. That can be used to re-roll the black dice when you're fighting. There are also tiebreakers at the end of the game, but they're not worth any points inherently. They're just tie breaks. Everybody gets... Oh, I get 4 food. Right, the food's over here. Put it in the middle for now. So everybody gets... I get 4. She's 4 the... Again, there are 5s, which are the big ones. Rob, you get 5 food. Emily, you get 6. Score tracker. Right, sea journey, sea battle, village spoils, keep spoils, Reaver cards... No, sorry. Keep spoils, village spoils, prophecy cards, Reavers. Each player gets 2 cards from the deck. Then what we do is, the first thing is, there's lots of bits of information on these cards, but the first thing you do is the dice that are indicated in the top left of the card, you get, roll, and then place on your boat.
Top left?
Yeah. So I get a blue and a yellow. Now, I do have a dice rolling box given to me from Fantasy Dice. This is what it looks like. It's a nice big box, and it opens up, and you can use that side, which is quite a nice big tray, or you can use the middle. Now, it's not supposed to come out, but I took it out, right? Because I've now got a nice small dice rolling tray. So you've got all sorts of options. But yeah, thank you very much to Fantasy Dice for this. I'll put a link in the show notes where you can buy it. So I've got a blue and a yellow. So I roll them, put them on my boat. There you go. You've got a red and a yellow. Emily, you've got
2 blue and a red.
Right, okay. If you want to know what icons are on each of the dice, it's actually printed on your player board here. Okay? And your boat currently has capacity for 10 dice. Right, that's the first thing you do. The next thing you do is, with each of these Reavers, you have a choice to do one of 3 things. You can either... what's the first one called? Rally. When you rally, you take the dice as shown in the top right, and then you place the card in your glory pile. It may be worth points at the end of the game, depending on what scoring card you pick up. So whenever you see a dice colour which is blank, it means you roll it. Whenever you see something with a star on it, you choose what you want it to. So if I wanted to, I could put this card into my glory pile right now and take 2 yellow dice and set them to whatever I want. Okay? That's one of your options. The second option is that you make the card your leader and it goes there. It does 2 things when it's your leader. First of all, you get an immediate one-off bonus depending on the type of Reaver it is. So if it's a blue Reaver, which I think is the Raven, you'll get 4 food. If it's the Helm one, the red one, you get either one of those or one of those. And if it's the yellow one, you'll get 2 favour tokens. Okay? That's what happens when it becomes your leader. Whilst it is your leader, you'll notice some of the dice have icons on. There's the tree, there's the helm, and there's the raven. While that particular coloured leader is your leader, you can use dice with those icons as if they were other ones. So that's the ability of the leader when they're in play.
Makes that die symbol wild.
Basically, yeah. You can have a new leader, and then your old leader will go to your glory pile. Right. Your third option is you can play it, you can specialise. And what that means is you took the card under one of the 4 things at the bottom of your player board, so that only the bottom ability is revealed. That stays there for the rest of the game. You can have up to 3 cards under each section. And what it means is when there is a card under a section, whenever any player selects that action, you get to trigger that ability. Okay? There are 6 actions in the game. 2 of them, the trade with villagers and the recruit Reavers, these are not on here. So these 2 actions will never trigger any specialisation, but the other ones will. Right, so that is your initial choice of what you can do with your cards. If you want me to explain the abilities, I can.
Give us a quick one.
So that one, and you've got the same in red, it's basically spend a yellow die with any value on to get a yellow die with any value on, which is the same as turn a yellow die to whatever you want. This one, whenever I activate it, I draw 2 of these and discard 1.
Okay.
Okay? So you know what that one does?
Not this one here. Discard a die.
It's the same, isn't it?
It's the same, but it's grey, which is any colour.
Got unequals. So it's...
So discard a die of any colour and turn it into the same die of any colour, but to whatever side you want. In other words, rotate a die to a face of your choice.
Okay.
I think is what that means. Yeah, grey means any colour die. But the fact that it's got the equals on makes me think that the items on the left and the right must be the same. So I guess it's got to be the same colour, just a different icon. Emily, are you okay with what yours do?
Same in blue.
Same in blue.
And then one with a hammer on it.
One with a hammer on it. Is it a hammer or is it? Yeah, so
It
basically
looks like a blue hammer.
you will get a die with a hammer on
Yeah.
every time, if you've specialised every time somebody does that action. So, tuned in, so if you've got any rules questions, ask away. That's Alex from Grey Fox Games. Thank you very much, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Alex was there on Wednesday night as well, helping out with rules queries. Based on the fact that I've played it once before, I've still no idea what to do, because they're all good. There isn't, I don't think, an obvious choice. You might have got ones that combo together. For example, if my 2 were both yellow, I might have made this one my leader, and then chosen 2 yellow dice with the tree on, so that I've got wild cards, for example. So you might want to do that. I don't know.
Do that, yeah.
Or you might want to specialise depending on what you want to do. I am going to put that there. So I'm going to specialise my subdue territory thing, and I'm going to make that my leader. So making that my leader gets me 2 favour and allows me now to use these yellow trees as if they were a boat, a chest, a shield or a hammer. So you two both choose what you want to do with your cards.
Okay.
And yeah, we do that before filling the spaces on the board.
Okay.
But I'm going to fill the spaces on the board while you're...
I'll make
While you're
my
deciding.
leader and take 2 favour. And favoured soul, my. Let's go for raid villages. Spot the old pillage of the village.
Oh, 3-player game, so we don't fill that space. We do fill those spaces. So yeah, certain spaces are not... This is the 3 to 4 player side. The other side is the 2-player side. Right, all of these cards get placed at the start of the game. At the end of each round, everything wipes.
Okay.
So if there's something you really want, get it before it's gone. That goes there. And that goes there. And then the Reavers, so the way this works is you actually offset the cards like that. So you get to see... It's a clever way of being able to see all of the information that you need on them.
And you can buy either one, or do you have to buy the one on the top
You
first?
get the both. You get both.
Oh, you get both.
You get both.
Okay.
Right.
Better.
I think that might be the setup done. Oh no! Roll 2 of each coloured crew die. Oh yeah, down here. So I need 2 red, 2 yellow, and 2 blue. There we go. And these go on here. That's that. Sort the territory tiles by type and shuffle them, done that. Ship upgrade tokens. I forgot them. Where are they?
What do they look like?
They look like that. They might still be in the box. But I don't remember seeing them in the box. Oh no, here you are.
They're in the box.
They're in the box. Panic ye not. Because you can upgrade your ship as well. So these go on. These go on here like this.
Ah, yeah, and they'll go here on the board.
And then,
when
yeah,
you
they
take
go on the board when you take them.
them.
But there's a lot more of them. Right, okay. Place the dice, food, favour, right, done all that, done all that, done all that. Right, so we're ready to go. So, yeah, playing around, I mentioned. I will take the first turn. I'll choose one of the 6 places. And then I'll get to do the action. And then, Rob, you can follow if you want to. And you can do the action as well. And then, Emily, you can follow. So let's go through the actions in no particular order. But I'll go through recruit Reavers first. Right. There is no cost to take this action. And basically, I either take the 2 Reavers from a pile or top 2 from the deck. Each one you take works in exactly the same way as what we've just done for the starting 2. So you immediately get the dice shown in the top left, and then for each one, you can either specialise, make it your leader, or rally. Okay? So that's how you get more cards. That's that action. The player who chooses the action gets 2 favour for doing it, and everybody else does it who doesn't, they just don't get a bonus.
Yep.
Right. Next one, trade with villages. This again doesn't cost anything, but the first player to go there gets to do this 3 times and becomes the start player for the next round. The next player gets to do it twice, and then the next player gets to do it once. And in a 4-player game, they would do it once as well. Right,
Okay.
so the 4 things are, get 2 favour, get 3 food, take 2 of the dice that are showing here, or take 1 of the purple cards,
That's
which is,
or.
yeah, the slash there
Can you do the
means
same action
or. You
3
can.
times? So that
Yep,
could
I
be
believe
9 food. You
that's
can
the
do
way we played it the other day, because Matt went first, went there and took all 6 dice. So trade with villages. The action has no cost. Choose a reward. You may choose the same reward multiple times. Oh, we didn't do that last time. If the start player chooses this action, they must pass the start player to the next player clockwise.
Right.
So if the start player goes there, it moves on. So that's those rewards. And that is taking these cards. These cards are called prophecy cards. They are basically end game scoring.
Yep.
So that one is 2 points at the end of the game for each one of these you've got. That's 1 point for every farm that you've got. And that's 1 point for each one of these you've got. Okay? They're pretty self-explanatory. They are all explained in the rulebook, but they're fairly self-explanatory. So that's trading with the villages. The next one I will explain is battle at sea. So, battling at sea costs 4 food. Everybody who does it draws a journey card first, which is a random stuff might happen to you on the way, which is generally bad. And then you basically you choose one of these cards. So you do that first, and then you do that. The first player to do it gets 2 points for doing it. The next player doesn't get anything. So these cards are random and might end up in a fight with the Kraken, or it might be bad winds, or you might lose your captain, or something like that. Stuff happens. These ones, there's 2 ways to take these cards. You either spend the dice that's shown in the top right, or you have a fight. Now, quick note about the dice. There's a slight difference between the icons on the cards, which have a chest on, and the actual chest icons. These ones are a lot more detailed than those ones. It's a bit confusing, but yeah, that chest icon is that chest icon there. If you want to fight, and this applies to however you fight in the game, you spend as many hammers as you want. Each hammer you spend gets you a black dice, and then you roll the black dice, and you've got to try and get that with axes.
Yep, and there's that 1 and 2 axes.
There's 2 blanks, 2 1s, and 2 2s.
And on the yellow die, is that 2 hammers?
There is a double hammer which would get you 2 dice.
Okay.
Yes. Remember, favour tokens can be used to re-roll these black dice as many times as you want.
Okay.
So I had a fight and I spent 3 favour tokens on Wednesday because I wanted to defeat it. If you beat it, you get all the rewards printed at the bottom, which is generally a lot of points, and you put it in your glory pile. That's battling at sea. Right. Over here, subduing territories. Again, the first player to do it can subdue 3 territories, next player 2, next player 1. When you subdue a territory, you choose which territory you want to subdue, and then for each one you take, you've got 2 ways of subduing it, either peacefully, by spending whatever is shown at the top, or fighting. Okay? If you want to see what's on the back of each of them, you have a reference card. We played the whole game without knowing. So you don't need to know what's on them, but it's there to give you an idea of what's on them. Now, an important thing about these that isn't printed anywhere on the board or the player aid or anything like that, at the end of each round, you get 1 point for each one of those you've got. Get a load of them early, and it will generate you points for the rest of the game, as well as them being a one-off benefit. Okay? So that's that. Next, we have raiding keeps. Now, this is expensive. To do this, you have to spend 2 food and 2 shields. So it's really expensive to do it. Okay? If you do, you take a pair of cards that are connected, you see via the chain links, or you take the top 2 cards of the deck.
Okay.
The first player to go there, if they do it, and you wouldn't go there if you couldn't do it, gets an extra 2 cards from the top of the deck. The second player would get 1 card, the third player wouldn't get anything. Now, quick note about this. Let's say I go there with my action, and I do this, I get that and I get that. If you then don't go there, because you don't have this, that second place is now gone. And if you went there, you'd get the 3rd place.
I'd still be 3rd, even though
you would still be 3rd, even though you weren't. Exactly. And there is something else I haven't mentioned, but remind me at the end when I've covered all the actions about resting. So this isn't first player to go there, second player to go there, third player to go there.
No.
This is first player to go there, the second player, whether they go there or not, third player. Well, yeah, they don't get it if they don't go there. Right, what do these do? There's 2 types that you can see here. There are These ones, this is treasure, this is tapestry, and this is art, it's set collection. Basically, more points at the end of the game depending on how many of them you collect. Treasure, art, and something else works in the same way. Armour works in the same way. Tapestries work slightly differently. You have to have different tapestries. And there are 3 different tapestries in the game. There's blue, red, and yellow, I think.
Gotcha.
Okay? Everything else is just pure how many you've got. Tapestries are slightly different. The other thing that you can see are towers. And this is where the vertical straight line comes in. So a slash is or. A vertical straight line is you must do the thing on the left, and the thing on the right is then optional. And why wouldn't you do the thing on the left? Because it's just get dice. So you get dice, and you may then have a fight, and if you win the fight, you get that. Okay? So these towers, if you defeat them, will all reward you with these tower tokens. I'll come on to these later as well. No, in fact, I'll mention them now, because there are tower tokens, farm tokens, and keep tokens, I think, or walls. Walls. At the end of the game, they are worth points depending on how many you have. So if you only have 3 farms, they are worth 1 point each. But as soon as you get your 4th farm, they are now worth 2 points each.
6 plus, and they're worth 3 points.
Okay,
each. Yeah.
and there's a bonus at the end of the game to the player or players with the most of each type. So I think the most valuable ones are
Towers.
the towers. Even if you've just got 1, that's 3 glory. Okay. Daryl with 1 R is here. Hello, Daryl. Thank you very much for joining. Right, so that's those cards. Raiding the villages, the last action to explain. To go here, you need a food and 2 chests, and again, you get 2 linked cards or 2 from the top of the deck. It's basically the same, exactly the same as this, just with a different cost, and the cards are different. Okay? Now, some of them are ship upgrades, so you take the relevant ship upgrade, which goes on your ship, and it means once per round, you have one of those icons and you flip it over.
Okay.
Or you just discard it and get 3 points. These cards are artifacts. Artifacts are a bit special. First rule about artifacts, you can only have 4 of them. Okay, which is why you've got 4 spaces around your player board. I don't have space for them here, so I'm just going to put them here. But you can only have 4. They are worth points at the end of the game. So that isn't immediate points, that's end of game points. But what they do is they give you space to store an additional dice, but only of the type indicated. And you can move an existing dice on there if you want to. And then, when there is a dice on there, when the appropriate action is done, you may spend that dice to get the ability of it. So it's kind of an extra ability that you can have during the game if you spend the die that's on it. And that's artifacts. Right, that's all of the actions covered. When it's your turn to take an action, instead of taking the action, you can rest. Whenever you rest, you get either 2 food or any 1 die of any colour set to whatever you want.
Okay.
I'll put that back. I'm pretty sure the player whose turn it is can't rest. I'm pretty sure the player whose turn it is must choose an action. 2 types of actions in the game, playing around, or maybe you can. If a player cannot or chooses not to pay the cost to activate a location. Oh, so you can. So as my turn, I could activate the location and then say, I'm not doing it and I'm resting. I've never seen it done.
Yeah, but it would force everyone else has to also pick that action or rest.
Exactly. Right, and I think that is it. End of the game scoring is on here. The tokens, the artifacts, your end game scoring cards, your collections, and monsters. Right, you will collect monsters during the game. I don't think they're called monsters. It's basically when you do a bad thing.
Okay.
The more you've got, the more points you lose. Is that not printed on here? It's not, is it? It's not on there. Right. It should have been. Terror tokens, that's what they're called. You get 1 terror token -1, 2 terror tokens -3. It's the triangular number sequence. So the more you get, the more points you're going to lose at the end of the game. And that's it. Any questions?
What triggers the terror tokens?
Nothing that we've got here. But it's basically, there are certain cards in here. No artifacts came out in round 1 when we played on Wednesday.
Okay.
But a lot of these are raiding the villages. You have a choice. You can either just get a bit of food, or get loads of food, but get a terror token.
Okay.
Okay, so some of the cards here and here will allow you to do extra bad stuff, pillaging,
Okay.
and you will get terror tokens. Referring to resting as the player picking it, it's not a good idea, but that's how it works. Yes. Okay. Right. So are we ready to start?
Yep.
The
crack on.
cards here, there was
Yes.
3 things you could do with it. One of it was putting it in your glory.
Yeah.
Pile?
Get it. Yeah. Face down.
And you said sometimes it gives you points. How
These.
was that? How
So there will be some of these prophecy cards that say for every yellow
I see.
leader in your glory pile at the end of the game, get 2 points. Right. So I only have these 2 dice. Is that right that we only start with 2 dice? Doesn't seem very much. But yeah, looking at the setup, I think that's right. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to do that. And I could use this as anything, but I don't have those, and I don't have those. So I think I'm going to choose to trade with the villages. So that goes to you.
Yay.
And I can do this 3 times. Well, I'm definitely taking those 2, because those 2 are wild cards for me. I'm also going to take those 2, because I like boats and I like shields. And for my 3rd action, I'm going to take 3 food. 1, 2, 3. So, Rob.
Okay.
I'm going to put these here. You can still see them. You get to do this twice.
Okay.
And, yeah, or rest. But I don't think in this situation you would rest.
Yep. So take 2 dice.
Yep.
And
Depends on which Reavers you get from the top of the deck. You could rally to get more dice if you like. Yeah.
2 food, I think.
2 food?
3 food.
3 food. 1, 2,
Three, sir.
3. There we go.
Thank you.
In fact, we can probably put the food there. Right. Emily, you get 1 of these.
I take it the dice don't.
Can't have the
match,
dice.
no.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'll take the favours then.
2 favours?
2 favours.
2 favours. 2 favours. Right. So, Rob, you get to choose an action.
Yeah, now I get it. So I thought that was all we were going to get to do, wasn't it?
No.
I was a little bit perplexed.
No, we each get to choose an action in each of them, and then I get to choose a second
okay,
one
That's making a lot more sense.
because I've got the ownership.
I'm going to go here.
Okay.
I'm going to take these 2.
Yep. And you get 2 favour because you're the first player that went there.
Yes.
Okay. So what you're going to do with each of those?
Right.
First thing is you get the dice as shown in the top left. You get that immediately.
Yes. So that's 2 yellows, red and blue.
Yep. And then you can either rally, specialise, or promote.
Yep. Oh. So show me that is I've always got a blue hammer.
Well, you put it underneath the thing,
Yep. And that.
and
so
it's
that one
whenever
always
anybody
has-
chooses that action.
Oh, I get. So every time I choose that, I get a blue.
Every time somebody chooses that action, you get a blue dice showing a hammer.
Okay. Cool. Right, I am going to stick Revered Seer under Subdued Territories. So every time someone takes Subdued Territories, I can spend a favour to gain 2 VP.
Nice.
And a Freeman who is going to go under Raid Keeps. So every time someone raids the Keeps, I get a blue die with a hammer.
Okay. So you're done. Emily, you can either have that pile, or 2 off the top of the deck.
That one with the blue.
I'm going to have this. I've got 2 red and 2 yellow. Right, my dice are full. Do you know what you're doing with your 2?
Not yet, no.
Did you roll for your blue and red die?
Yes.
Yes, that's fine.
They
Sorry,
were
yes, I
on
can
there,
see
yeah.
in front of me.
I think I'm gonna just go crazy and completely and utterly specialise in that.
Subduing territories, eh?
These are fixed, I can't replace them now.
Okay.
What was that one again?
That one is draw 2 of those
Keep one.
and keep 1. Discard the other.
Okay, 2. And then when you said when you put it in your glory pile,
Yep,
you get
just-
the top right.
Yeah, that's rallying
right?
it. Yeah. In fact, you can bring your player board forward a bit. There we go. Right.
And I get to pick.
Yep. Well, what if I think it's got a star on it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you get to pick whatever you want. Right. So we've all done that. So Emily, your choice of action. What would you like to do?
Oh, I was going to go at this one.
Which is raid keeps. Does anybody have their raid keeps upgraded?
Yes, I immediately gain a blue die with a hammer on it.
Okay.
Good chang.
Because I've got 2.
So you need to spend 2 food and 2 shields.
2 shields, 2 food.
Yep. So you spend them, and then you can either have a set of connected cards or 2 from the top of the deck. But you're going to get 2 from the top of the deck as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you're allowed to look at the cards you get from here before choosing that. So I think you've got to choose them first.
I'm going to go for the bottom 2.
These 2? Yep. You get those 2 and 2 from the top of the deck.
Those 2.
Yeah. So what were the other 2 you got? Any towers?
A wall.
Right. So for both of those, you get what's printed on the left immediately.
Okay. So
Which got
that's
the 4 favour.
4 favours.
Yeah, 4 favour. And then if you wanted to, well, you have to now decide, are you going to have a fight to try and defeat those things?
That's 4 favour.
Thank you.
So how many hammers do you have?
I've got 2 hammers.
Okay, so it's up to you. Either way, those cards are going to get discarded.
Might as well have a go then.
So the 5 challenges are 2s, so you're in with a decent shot.
Yeah, I mean, you've got lots of favour to re-roll, so
Yeah.
it's up to you. Each hammer you spend will give you 1 dice, but you're fighting them separately.
So you get automatically those 2.
No, you don't get any dice for free.
That's
Yeah.
for 2.
If you were to spend
Spend
those 2,
those,
you would get those 2 dice,
get
but then
those
you wouldn't
2.
have any hammers then left for the next one.
For the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So if you do 1 die on each, you've got a 1 in 3 chance of succeeding by getting 2 axes, and you've got
Yeah, I'll try that
7
because I've got a
rerolls.
few favours.
You've got a
that
lot
I
of
can
favours.
spend.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
you
first
double
fight,
axe,
It's just
not
one
enough.
spend favour reroll.
spend a favour.
Nope.
Mm.
Battling these walls down.
Sending in, there we go,
Yeah,
sending in
there we
wave
go.
after
Okay.
wave of men.
So what do you get for defeating it?
Favour on the wall, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Favour
And then that
favours.
card gets discarded. Discards always go to the bottom of the deck,
Thank you.
and whenever we get to them, so face up to the bottom,
We
and whenever we get to it, we reshuffle. I don't think we will get to it in a 3-player
You're
game.
going to try again with the other one?
So I'll try again with the
Another
other
hammer. Off we go again.
Nope.
one. Favour.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
So you get the favour
Get the
back.
favour back
Another
and
wall.
another wall token.
And another one.
Ooh,
There we go.
Dreadlord Emilie out conquering the world.
Right. I do have 2 shields and I have food. So I think I'm going to do it as well. So I spend that shield and the 2 food. And I'm going to take... I've only got 1 hammer. Ah, but I can use these as hammers. Because of my leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take this set here. So I've got a piece of artwork and a tower which gives me a blue and a red. So I've got the dice back almost. And then do we want to have a fight? Yes, we do. So I'm going to use that hammer, and I'm going to use this as a hammer to get me 2 black dice. Oh, yep, easily. Where's the card? There's the card. So 3 points and a tower. So I get a tower. Oh, did you get points?
No,
So it was just a keep token.
I think so.
Yeah, it was a favour and a keep. Favour and a wall. Right, whereas this is 3 points and a tower. Right. And then because I was the second player to do it, I get one from the top of the deck, which is a keep wall. So I get 2 favour. And if I want to have a fight, which I do, so I'm going to spend this yellow one as if it was a hammer. It's the same as yours, I think. Nope. So spend a favour. Nope. Spend another favour. Nope. Spend another favour. Oh, come on. Ah. Okay, give up. Nice. Done. Rob.
Okay, I don't have 2 shields.
So
I'm gonna
you
have
rest?
fast. The best I can only transfer 1
Yep.
into any symbol. So,
So
what's rest options
2
again?
food,
Mm-hmm.
or any 1 dice, set it to whatever you want.
Okay, I'll take that and make it a raven, so it's a wild card for me.
Alex pointed out you do have 2 wild symbols that you could have used if you needed to, which I did spot. I was going to mention it if you ran out. Right, and now it's me for my
4th.
Subdue Territories,
Boom.
which
Nice.
means all of this happens.
Yep, and I switch mine to VP.
So I get 2 of these, and I choose one.
I get that as well then.
Okay, I'm going to
Yep,
find
so
some.
So you get to draw 2 yellow cards and then discard 1 of them.
Discard.
I'm going to find some runic carvings. I get 10 points. Put me up to 13, but I get 2 of these terror tokens because I've been a bad boy. Okay, I think that gets discarded. I think it does. After making your choice, discard the card. Yes. Okay, what else happens? I discard 2 favour to get a purple card, which is top of the deck. Prophecy card. Just checking if I'm allowed to take one of the things which is visible. Alex will know if you're watching. Whenever I get the, whenever I take a prophecy card, can I choose one of the 3 that's there, or do I have to take one from the top of the deck? We'll come on to that in a minute. And then I'm going to discard any 2 dice to get a wall token. You've got competition for wall tokens. So I'm owed one of these cards, and if I am able to take one that's on display, I'm going to take that one. I'll wait for Alex to come back to me. Right, and then subdue territories. I can subdue 3 territories.
But you have to spend 1 of the 4 resources
Or dice, or have a fighter.
for each one.
So I don't have any favour, so I won't be getting any of those. But I do have 5 food. So I'm going to spend all 5 food, and I'm going to have a 3 and 2 1s. And I get what's printed on the other side.
Yep.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to buy one of those
really
ones.
bad idea because it's going to overflow you with dice.
Yeah, because a lot of these have dice on. So I'm going to buy a 3 food, a 1 food, and I'm going to spend those 2 dice to buy that one. Right, so I get all of this stuff. So I get 2 yellow and a red. Oh, nice. I get 2 food. I get one of those cards and one of those cards. Alex, you cannot take one of the ones that's visible. It's top of the deck. I was thinking that. These are probably secret. I don't know. Right.
Well, they're face up, so those ones are.
Chest upgrade.
Or 3VB.
I'm going to have a chest upgrade at this point in the game, I think. So that goes there. That gets discarded. And I got one of these, which is 2 favour. And do we want to have another fight? I don't think we do. Or do we? Yeah, I'm going to do it. But this time I'm going to spend these 2 as hammers. So I've got much better chance.
Why did you say that?
I'll spend some favour. I've still got a much better chance.
You keep saying it.
Yes.
Yeah, you did it.
Which gets me that. And then these stay here. You keep them. And what else do I get? Where's the card gone? There. I get a favour. Right. Done.
Super.
Right. Who else is subduing territories?
I will.
So you get to subdue 2 of the
I'm
territories.
going to spend 2 food to take 2 actions.
David's here. Hello, David. Thank you for joining.
1, 2, so I'm doing it twice. So I'll take a level 2 green by spending 2 favour.
What did you just spent 2 food?
1, 2. So it'll be 1 different one
Is
each
that-
time.
Yeah, but you pay the cost as shown on it.
Oh, so you don't pay this as well as this?
Oh,
No.
so my mistake.
No,
Ah,
this is
I thought
summarising
that
out
was a
it.
trigger cost.
No.
That. My mistake.
So if you'd spent 2 food, you could buy that, for example.
Yeah, no, I want the.
That one.
Is
that right?
And then we're going to spend 3 dice. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so 3 dice to buy that one.
Yep,
Oh.
and 2 favour to buy the level 2 favour green.
Okay.
The maximum I can buy, I believe. So I get
What have you found?
1 red card, which is those
Just
boys,
get a Reaver from the top of the deck
and a farm,
and 3 food.
3 food.
Okay.
Okay, Reaver on the top of the deck, which I decide immediately.
Yep. Well, you get the dice in the top left.
Yep, so it's a blue and a yellow.
Oh, double hammer.
And then I think I will stick him.
All cards in the glory pile should be secret, but for a learning game or tutorial, it's perfectly fine if you want to keep them face up. Okay, so yeah,
I'll
I can see that,
and take a sheet.
because otherwise you can be looking across and counting out how many points people have got. But yeah, so they should be secret, but we're going to play them face up.
Okay. And then these just go away.
No, you keep them because remember,
Oh yeah.
1 point at the end of each round for each one you have.
Cool.
So I'm keeping this one. Giving that one back.
This was from your
This one.
that bonus, yep. And then are
So
you
I'm getting the everything. So 3 favours.
3 favour,
wall
a
and a
wall,
terror.
and a terror. Okay, and then that card gets
And 3
discarded.
favours as well, please.
How many do you want? 3? 3
I'm on
favours.
Which we fly
And then are
Thank
you
you.
subduing a territory or resting?
Yes, I am subduing. So I'm doing the 2 food to get that one.
Okay. And what's on the other side?
2 favours.
2 more favour.
And a blue chest, apparently.
There you go. Right, that is the end of the first round. So, we move to round 2. The whole board clears. So, anything that wasn't taken
New ones come out.
disappears, and then new ones come out. Right, so 3 more of these. 1, 2, 3. 3 more of these. Points per chest. Points per treasure.
Yep.
Points per artifact. Points per tower tokens. Ship
Yep.
upgrade and runic carvings.
Cool thing, you get 3 points.
Oh yeah,
Here
the
already.
thing that I've mentioned. Yeah, 3 points for me.
2
You get
points
2.
for me.
Emily gets 2. We have some art and a tower. We have a keep wall and some armour. Spelt wrong. I don't know. I don't know how they spelt it actually. I don't know if they were use or they weren't use. And the Gorm Tapestry. Right, done, done, done. That passes to you.
Yay.
Boats come back. Round 2.
Yes. 4. Right. Okay.
How many terror tokens did you get? 1.
Yeah.
I got 2. Try and get rid of 1. There, that's how you get rid of 1. Anytime you see that symbol with an X.
Cool. Well, I think I'm going to start with Subdue Territories because now I can actually afford it this time.
So I'm going to trigger all of these
Well,
bonuses.
Lee just spent that for 2 VP.
I will trigger those 2.
Oh, shouldn't there be more dice on there?
Oh yes, they should. Do you want to roll them? Just roll that. Oh, that's a bit risky. Yeah, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get another 10 points and another 2 of these.
Oh, that's where your point's coming from.
Yeah, I'm doing runic carvings. So yeah, that's the one I chose, and I discard the other one. So that's that.
Okay.
I spent the 2 favours for a purple card, which was that, which is 1 point per artifact, which can only ever be 4 points. And I'm going to spend 2 dice for a wall token. There you go.
Okay.
3 of them
So what are
already.
you doing that?
That's all of that done.
Oh, gotcha.
It was spending 2 dice. Yeah, it means I've got hardly any dice.
Right, I'm going to spend 2
How many
shields.
territories are you subduing?
Sorry.
Did you go in the wrong space?
Yes, never mind. No, I've done it now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm yeah.
Did you mean to raid?
I meant to. Yeah, I meant to raid, but I've taken the victory points now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm alert. I'm with it.
I mean, you can still do this 3 times because you got loads of dice.
Yeah.
So you can have those
I can
ones.
do it. Yeah, I can do it. I just picked the wrong one.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to pick that one if you didn't.
Right. So let's start with 3 dice for a level 3.
Interesting. Samwise said he demoed the game at Dice Tower Con and was meh, and then he did another at Gen Con, and wow, his opinion completely flipped.
Okay.
It's interesting how that happens sometimes. I've had that happen to me. You know, you play one game with one group of people in one environment and don't like it, and then suddenly the next time it's really good. Like Magnastorm, for
And
example.
then I'm going to spend 6 food to take 2 level 3. 2 of these.
So what did you buy?
So I bought
3 of the big uns.
3 big ones, 6
Right.
food and 3 dice.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. So,
Look at
that's
that.
4 VP,
2 Reavers.
2 food, and a wall.
A wall.
Thank you.
It's been a lot of walls all early on.
2 Reavers. Be Reavers. Ew.
Do you want to do your subduing?
Ew.
I'm doing I got the card
Okay.
again, so
Okay.
it's
Red and
4
2 blues.
food.
4 food, a farm, and a terror.
Yeah. And then I'm getting 2
I'm
territories.
going to pop
that
these
one and
2
that one.
So you're spending 4.
and the
For
raid keeps.
those.
You're specialising, are you?
Yeah. Maybe it's the right, maybe it's the wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I get a red dice.
Red dice. And 2 points.
And 2 points.
2 points.
And then here I got 2 cards.
So you get a purple one. And a yellow one.
And a yellow. And do I do the yellow one straight
Yep.
away again?
Yep.
I think I'll just take the dice this time. It's getting a bit too much terror for me.
That's 5 points though.
Terror.
I know, but
Stop that. It's far too
Well,
terrible.
it's 5 points, and that terror token will lose you 4 points. So it's still
is it
worth you
4
doing
per
it.
thingy?
No, it's 1, 3, 6, 10. So at the moment you're on minus 3 points.
Right.
The next one will be another minus 3. So it's still a net gain of 2 points.
All right. Okay then.
So
yeah.
you might as well take it at this stage, he says. I mean, I've got 4 of them, which is crazy after round 1. But I'm going to try and get rid of them somehow, he says. Totally not getting rid of them.
The terror will spread through your lands. The horror. You'll live on in the sagas of Paul, the blood-soaked maniac.
Yeah, that's me. Right, so I'm going to subdue one territory. And it will be... Can I not subdue them with terror tokens?
Mothers will use your name to frighten their children into
I will
obedience.
Can't you
spend
scare them?
all of my food. I'm just going to put some food in here so it's new as me. I don't know if I'll put it here. I'm going to spend 3 food to buy one of these. And we have 2 points. Could I have 2 points, please? And a Reaver.
And no dice.
But the Reaver will be a yellow dice, which is a chest, and I'm going to rally it to get 2 yellow dice of my choice,
Ravens.
which are going to be the trees.
Trees, even, yeah, that's what I meant. Trees, I meant trees.
Trees.
Trees, ravens, yeah.
Okay. Done.
Yep.
So that was Rob's action. Next, Emily.
I'm not sure what this one means.
1 point at the end of the game for each piece of artwork. Art.
Ah, that's what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
basically it's a painting with
It's a
nothing
square.
inside. Square thing,
Okay.
yeah.
I was going to.
282 is the highest score that Alex has seen in a game. Wow. Yeah. I can't remember what we got the other day.
7.
Yeah.
It was all the terror.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those games that you can be more efficient
Yeah.
with your actions once you've played it.
I'm going to get the card.
You are recruiting,
Right,
so you get 2 favour and whatever 2 cards you want from either there or top of the deck. You're having that one.
Oh no. Those 2.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just thinking about... No, I'm not going to change this leader. That would be silly. Because I've got all of these trees. I'm going to take this set here. So I get a yellow and a red. Which is another tree and a hammer. And then... I'm going to upgrade my raiding keeps because I think you're going to be doing that quite a bit. And I'm going to rally this one, putting it in my glory pile for 2 red dice of my choice. And I think I'm going to have a ship and a helmet. Yep, that's what we're going to have.
Okay.
So that's that done. Emily, your choice of action.
I've already done that.
It's done.
Oh, sorry, that's your choice.
Yes,
Right,
yeah.
that's my choice.
That one then.
Have you done your,
Yes,
your
sir.
cards?
Yeah.
You get your cards.
Yes. I'll take these 2. Roll the blue and the red. Okay. Can I replace
Yes.
what I've rolled here?
Yep.
Okay. Replace that with that. Then I'm going to stick both of these
Oh, I can't do the thing that I was going to do.
and subdue territories.
Oops. Oh dear. Oh, I've completely messed this up.
What
Good,
are you
good.
going to do?
I haven't got any food.
Yes, we can't go on the.
I can't do the things that I wanted to do.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Oops, oops, oops. Right. Well, I don't really have a choice then.
Mhm.
I will be trading with villages.
So you get the first player back.
I get the first player back. Well. Well, well, well.
Well. We've got 5 wells and 4 walls.
I don't really want any of these because I've got loads. So I'm going to definitely take 3 food. I'm going to take another 3 food.
That's
So I've got 6 food, and I'm going to take. I'm going to take. Oh. I'm going to take Valhalla's Champion again, because then I've got 2 of them. Right.
Okay.
You get 2 favours.
Yep.
Not favours.
Two
Two
options.
2 trades. Yeah.
I will throw away these 2 to take 2 yellow.
Here's these 2.
Sorry, those 2 right there.
It's the. They were both trees.
Yeah, because they're wild cards for me. And then I will take 2 favour.
Okay. Emily, you get 1 of those things.
I will take the 2 blue dice.
Okay. And Rob, you get to place the honour ship.
Yep. We're going to go do the action I meant to do first. So we're going to spend 2 food,
Glad you're going to do that.
2 shields, which is raid keeps, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I get to turn 1 of my dice into anything I want.
Okay, so I immediately get a blue hammer,
I'm going to turn that into a
and
double
I'm
hammer.
going to turn that into a blue hammer. Then I'm going to draw 2 of those.
Well, you choose one of those first.
No, that's from this.
Oh, from that, right.
Draw 2, keep 1.
Yep.
Immediately resolve. Are there any treasures out?
There are no treasures out. There's art, armour, and tapestry.
Okay. Are there a finite number of things like the treasure cards? Are there only 4 in the game?
No, there's more than 4. I don't know exactly how many. Is there a card mix?
Okay. I'm going to take this treasure card.
Okay.
Discard that one. And then I get to take 2 and then draw 2 more randomly from the
Yeah.
deck. That's all right. Oh, coming up.
So art and tower, tower and tapestry, keep wall and armour. Armour is worth the most if you can get a full set of 6.
Take keep wall and armour.
Okay. Get those 2.
So the armour like the treasure just stacks.
Yep.
Keep wall, I immediately gain 2 favour.
Have
Those-
a
are those my-
Bouygues tapestry.
Are these the 2 new ones I just
Yes.
put in? So I've got also an art, so I've got 1 each of all the 4. Of the 4 accumulators.
I don't think they're going to be on camera though.
Oh, sorry.
Even though they're supposed to be secret, we're playing them
I'm
face
sure
up.
the fans are dying to know what it is. Yeah.
Rob,
So
show us
it's-
your tapestry.
Ooh, middle. And then, funny enough, yeah, we'll have a bit of a punch up. I'm going to spend my double hammer. No, I'm going to spend 2 single hammers.
2 single hammers for 2 black dice.
2 black dice. Give me your artwork. I'm here for your tapestries. And I'll spend a favour. Whoops, to re-roll that one. And yes, I get a favour back.
Favour back and
And I've nicked a section of wall as well.
There's
because
not
when I
many
nick
walls
stuff,
left.
I nick stuff.
wow. Okay, done.
Boom, boom.
Emily, do you want to go there?
Yes, but I get this card first. I'm giving that one back.
Giving that one back. It's an artifact, so it'll be worth 4 points at the end of the game.
Right.
And if you want to put a dice on it,
Okay.
then you may spend that dice at the point where
So
it
what
says to get the thing that it says. So at any point you can discard the dice that was on it to get 2 favour.
But then you don't get the points.
You get the points at the end of the game anyway,
Oh right, okay.
as long as you still have that artifact.
It's on a yellow dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so yes, I will spend 2 blue dice and
And
2
food.
food.
So would you like one of the linked sets or 2 off the top?
I will take the art.
Those 2.
The other thing.
Give me the art.
And then you get an extra
Yes, I
one as
want
well.
art.
No, not my armour.
Yes. Oh.
Stop stealing this up before I can steal it.
And then the other card is one of those.
I will spend 2 dice and a food.
And I
2 food.
Is it 2 food? It's
2 food.
And 4 food back.
Of course you can. I'm nice like that.
Cool.
Spend 2 hammer.
Are you fighting?
Yes, I am. I did it. 3.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
match it? Yeah.
So that's
So it's 3 points and a tower.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I'm just going to take 2 off the top.
Okay.
We've found a Diarg tapestry and some treasure. Right, there we go. So that's that done, and that is the end of round 2. So scoring, I have 4 territories.
I have 5.
Can I have 4 points, please, Emily?
How many
Yeah.
touches you
1,
got,
2,
Emily?
3, 4. I got 3
1, 2,
territories.
3.
3. Okay, cards get discarded. Move the round marker onto round 3. New cards come out.
Oh, look, something other than dice.
Nobody's been in for a battle at sea yet.
You're right, we haven't.
Oh yeah.
Those 2 go.
And to go to a battle at sea, you've got to
You
spend
spend
the
4
full
food.
food
Four
and
food.
the whatever it says.
When
up
you get
here.
there, yes. These are gone. And 3 new ones. Oh, look at that!
Woof.
It's a lot of dice
It's a
though.
lot,
Nice.
it's a lot of fighting.
19 points
A
though.
lot of dice.
So the honour ship goes to Emily, but the start player is me. I think that's right. So I've not played 3-player before.
So in this case, it's going to go. Emily will always get 2 actions at the end.
I think so. I mean, that's only fair, irrespective of of where the start player is.
Yeah, it has to be the normal balance. It always has to be that
I think it
everyone
has to
gets
go
the same
clockwise.
number of.
Yeah, it's just it's the only thing that makes sense. In a 3-player game, the player with the honour ship passes it clockwise to the next player.
Yep.
So actions are going to be me, you, Emily, and then Emily again.
Yep.
Right.
Sounds fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So me. Oh, dice. Let's re-roll those. What we got? Helmet shield, Raven shield, ship tree. Okay. So in order for me to maintain my super bonus here, I need to keep doing this, but I don't have enough dice to keep doing it. Oh, get your things these
Yeah,
backs.
my boys. Go home.
Because that is pretty awesome. And I do have the dice to keep it going. But I also want an artifact, and there's 2 artifacts here. And I do have a shield, and I'm not doing anything with the shield. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to raid villages.
Ooh.
Anybody got an ability on raid villages?
Yes, I can
Yeah.
exchange a red die for any other red die
Okay.
of my choice, which I will flip over to a chest.
So I spend that as a chest.
Wait, no, I won't. There's no chests on the red die. Instead, I will curse an unforgiving sky.
And that as a chest, and then spend 1 food. And I'm going to take
I'll switch over to the helmet.
those 2. Oh, but then if I get that... No, I'm going to take those 2 and 2 from the top. Oh, I've got 4 artifacts. Boom! There you go. I'm just going to put them all down here.
What did you do?
Yeah, well, there we go. There's my 4 artifacts. I can put that on there.
Okay. So was that just a random draw you did?
I got those 2, which shouldn't have been there.
Yep.
Oops. Which was those 2. Right, so they shouldn't have been there.
They would have been on top. They would have been on the top of the deck.
Okay, so I took the 2 off the top of the deck,
Yeah.
and I took the 2 that were there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So there's the 4.
We'll allow it for this time. Does it again? We're going to beat him with sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. Minus 5 points if I cheat and do it again. Ash is here. Hello, Ash. How much have you missed? We're on round 3.
Just started.
Just started round 3, and I was just cheating.
Did anyone spot Paul's deliberate mistake?
Yeah, I think that's me done.
Cool. I'll
So,
spend the food.
Food and 2 chests.
2 chests. So I get a pair of 2, so that's an artifact or 3 VPs, not artifact or 3 VPs.
What I can do to stop me doing it again, I'm going to put that there.
That's fine. All those were done by people that weren't Paul, so they're not done properly. And let's see. So that's 3 food, then if I want to, another food, a village and a terror.
You have the gaming rules diamond encrusted helicopter there. There you go.
Cool. Yeah, I will take those 2.
These 2?
Yep.
What would you like for the chest upgrade? Do you want a chest upgrade or 3 points?
So the chest is...
It gives you a chest icon once per round.
Yeah, I think we'll have the chest upgrade. Thank you. And I'll get 3 food, and I'll risk taking another food in the farm and a terror.
Terror. Burn down the houses. Okay, and did you get the extra one from the top of the deck?
And an extra one from the deck, please.
And Emily, would you like to go raiding the villages, or do you want to have a rest?
I'm going to rest.
Sorry, yeah. Have you got... You're resting, so you can either have 2 food...
Perfect. So that can always take a shield symbol.
You can put a shield symbol on there, and then when you do, you can discard that shield symbol when somebody raids keeps to do the thing that's printed at the bottom.
Gotcha.
Is this 2 food that you can have?
2 food or any 1 dice, set it to whatever you want.
What's this marker mean?
I should take the dice.
That just means it's an artifact. And it's worth 2 points at the end of the game.
End of the game, that was it, thank you.
Artifacts. An additional space for storing dice. You may store the dice indicated, may not store a clan of wild. May be activated during the activation of specific active action locations as indicated on the card. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're all done with that. Rob.
Just so I'm clear, so if I need to, I can exchange. Well, I'm doing these. If I want to do these actions,
Yeah.
I can turn these into hammers when I need. Before I need to roll the dice.
Yes.
Cool. Right. So let's do
Are
that.
you battling at sea?
I'm going to battle. Let's see. I've
I
got
don't have 4 food again.
even better.
Ah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're sailing away.
Right,
So
off
I
you go.
gain 2 VPs
Yeah, you get a random card from the top of the deck.
from this one here.
Yeah, one of them says you lose the game immediately.
Yep.
Might be kidding.
It's
Brings back memories of Talisman.
So draw this one first.
Mm-hmm.
Kraken.
This is what happens to you on the way.
Yep. If you pay, so there's a cost
Yep.
of a ship and a hammer. If I pay the cost, gain 3 glory. Otherwise, discard 2 food and 1 die. So I will spend the ship and the hammer.
Yep. You've defeated the Kraken. Well, you've subdued the Kraken.
Yep, which gives me 3 glory.
3 glory.
1, 2, 3.
That's
Right.
me. That's me.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, I moved you up by mistake
Oh, right, okay.
earlier. So it was 2, and then
And
another
then
3. That was it. Sorry.
That's alright.
Still very sorry. And then I get to encounter.
Yep. Which one would you like? The Spawn of Jormungandr?
I beg your pardon. Oh, sorry.
That thing.
Yeah, let's go for the big one. Let's go for big one. Oh,
Have you got those dice?
No, I was going to.
Oh, you're going to fight it?
But that would require 3. I'd have to get quite lucky. I've got plenty of rerolls.
3 dice needing 5.
Discretion of the best part of valor. Let's actually go. And
So
do
when
this
you
one.
re-roll,
Yep.
do you re-roll any number of dice?
I thought you could.
Because that's what you did earlier, and I didn't check it at the time, but I think you might be right. After any combat roll, you may spend 1 favour to re-roll any number of dice. Yeah, so you keep the 2s and keep rolling. Yeah, like that
I
rule.
think for this one, I'm going to fight the one on the end, which needs a 4.
The infamous outcasts.
Yes. Am I going to
So
flip
you
that?
either spend that
Or
or fight it?
fight it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm flipping that to a. Oh, you know, it does always count as a hammer. Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3 hammers.
3 hammers for
3
3
hammers.
dice.
For 3 dice.
Right, let's see how many axes you get.
Getting a 4.
Yeah, you should do it. There you
Boom!
go.
Off the bat. Oh, good.
12
Big one.
points and lose a terror token.
Terror token goes bye bye.
And that goes into your glory pile.
Glory pile and 12 points. Moving the right one this time. Up to where Paul is, please.
32. Right, Emily, are you going battling at sea?
Yeah. Better try.
4 food.
Oh, food.
So you go on a journey.
2 seconds. just took in a secret, haven't we? Oops, sorry.
What's
Small
that?
earthquake there, folks.
Discard 1 die matching your leader from your boat. That's a pain.
Does that just mean a blue die, or does it mean a raven?
I was assuming it was just a blue die.
Okay. What's it
But
called?
I can discard the raven if that's better. Viking Raiders.
Viking Raiders.
It's got a hammer on it if that helps.
Sea Journey effect. Viking Raiders. Discard a hammer die, or lose 1 die matching the colour of your leader from your player board.
Oh.
So it's Oh yeah, you either fight it with a hammer or suffer the effects of it, which is discard a blue die. So it's either a hammer or a blue die.
Well, it's the same thing.
No, you could spend the red hammer if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So that's it. You've got there. And which of these would you like to?
I was going to...
You got enough for the big one?
Just do that one.
Okay, so you got a boat, a hammer, and a raven.
I might fight
Or are
it.
you going to fight it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So spend 2 blue hammers.
They're not hammers.
Do they have to be? Can they not be anything?
No, only your ravens can be anything.
Ah, okay.
Come in.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No,
Thank you.
that's alright. I've got a hammer and a raven.
Uwe's here from Berlin. Hello.
Hello.
Hammer and a raven.
Okay, so 2 dice needing a 3. Nobody's gone for the big one. Nope, but you can spend a favour. So you keep the double and just roll the other
Ah,
one.
right, yeah.
Nope. You got loads of favour. There you go.
Yeah.
10 points and 2 food.
Paul cannot.
I cannot, so I'll be resting and I'll be taking... I'll take 2 food. 2 food, please.
2 foots.
Thank you.
Right.
Right.
Emily, you 2 in a row.
2 in a row, yeah.
So you do your first one first. What naughtiness are you going to unleash? There's a lot of power, that's nice, because you can
Yeah.
charge and then hit something expensive.
Going here would be awesome for me.
Hit him with something heavy.
Oh, I think what I'll do then is I will get some cards
Okay.
first.
Draw more blood. So that's
Yeah.
2.
2 favour for going there.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And I will take those 2. That's 2, 3 blue and a yellow.
Right, what are you going to do as your 4th action?
That's
Right, I'm going to take this one.
Cool, sure.
3 yellow dice. I will roll immediately. 2 trees and a boat. Oh, I can put the boat over there. Oh, I forgot about this. Completely forgotten about this. I'm going to put that down there.
What have we done?
No, so that's the initial dice. And then I'm going to elect this one as my new leader. And because it's a yellow leader, I get 2 favour.
Mm-hmm.
We are running out of the little favour tokens. And then I'm going to play this one as a what's it thingy? A specialisation on the raid keeps ability.
Okay.
Okay.
I I'm taking these. 2 red and a blue. Oh, look at that. So I'm going to stick that blue on the shield marker there.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm going to exchange that for another blue of my choice, which is going to be a shield, and switch out my leader for a favoured soul, which immediately gets me
Either one of those or one of those.
one of those, please.
There you go. What you found?
I found more treasure.
Okay. And then you're on a ship.
As we suspected.
As you thought. Yes. Spend a favour and get 2 points.
Oh, yes, it's that. Spend a favour.
And convert any dice into whatever I
Put me
want.
up 2, please.
Convert
Two.
that into a shield and put it there.
I won't bother exchanging a die, but I will draw 2 yellow and keep.
You get 2 as well.
Thank you. Ah, splendid. I will.
What do the ship upgrades do again?
These,
Yeah, what do they
basically,
do?
it gives you that once a round.
Ah, okay.
So it gives you effectively a dice with that icon
With
on,
that on it.
once per round.
I've taken
Yeah.
bottom. So any round I can put a die on there now
And then spend it.
for
to-
any
yeah.
any symbol I want of the same colour. And that's what I'm throwing away. Thank you.
I'm taking that one.
I might
Okay.
as well move that
Yeah.
to there.
Right, and then the action itself.
Action itself. 2 of them.
Well, I'm going to spend that die because we're raiding keeps, aren't we? So I'm going to spend that die to get 2 food. Can I have another 1 food, please?
Another food.
And I'm going to spend that to get 2 favour.
Oh, we're raiding keeps. I'm going to spend that to draw another die from the
And I got more treasure.
stack.
Another card from the stack.
Yep. An art.
Right. Oh, you've taken the 2 I wanted.
Why are you little?
Okay, so how are we with hammers? Do I want these 2? How many towers has everybody got? You've got none.
1.
You got 1. And towers are worth.
Lots.
Oh, towers are the big ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to take 2 of these. I'm going to get 1 from the top anyway. So I'm going to take exactly the same. So I get 2 red, a blue, and a yellow. Everybody will. Okay. I am then going to fight. So I'm going to spend double hammer to roll 2 of these. I will then spend a favour. What do I need? 3. Yeah, 3. So I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3, and a tower. That's that one done. Then the other one. Yeah, let's spend these 2 trees as hammers. Spend that favour to re-roll this one. Spend it again.
No.
Didn't get it. And then I get 1 from the top of the deck.
Yep.
Which is some treasure.
I'll just take 2 from the top of the deck, please.
2 from the top of the deck. There you go.
Ah, 2 arts. So does that now start another set?
Yeah. Yeah, believe so. We are done.
Okay.
End of round 3.
Yep. Everything clears.
I score 4 points.
I score 5.
3.
5 for me.
Did you move Rob? No.
I didn't move Rob, no.
Right.
That goes. Didn't take any of those. Going 4. So I get the ownership, and I'm still the start player as well.
What would have done if no one took the? Oh, no,
Nobody went here.
If you take it, it moves on.
Yeah.
So. My mistake.
Oh, my chest replenishes. I can put that on there. Right, so we've done that. We've done that. You get back your little boats. Here's your boat.
Oh, hang on.
Boat.
I spent my 2 shields to actually do that action. I hadn't done that.
This goes. Right, so more cards. Okay, points for chest, points for those territories, and points for blue leaders in your thing. There we go. And there we go. Right.
Is that double terror?
That is 10 points and double terror.
Oh, yeah, you've taken that twice, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I got 4 terror. I mean, that's minus 1, 3, 6. That's minus 10 points at the end of the game. Yeah, I was hoping to find a way of getting rid of terror, but it hasn't emerged, unfortunately. Okay, well, I would be silly not to subdue territories. Although I don't really have the stuff that I need. And I do want to do a sea battle as well. Got a boat. Got a hammer. Got a helmet. Don't have a raven. Do have a tree. How do I get the raven? It's a blue dice, isn't it?
Yes.
Can't get the raven.
There is.
Yeah. So that's a boat. That can be a boat. That can be. That's a hammer. Oh, that's a raven as well.
You do have 2 actions to choose.
That is true. That is very true.
So you could do those 2.
I could do those. But also, I really want to go here.
Don't forget, you get random dice draws from there, so and random food draws.
That is true. Yeah, there's quite a lot that I want to do now. But the Subduing Territories is really good for me because of this. Although I don't have the favour. Okay, I'm going to go here. So 3 trades. First trade is that. Second trade is that. And the third trade will be 2 favour. Done.
Okay,
And you get that.
thank you. Take the 2 reds.
There's a card in Raid Villages that would let you give somebody your territory. Yeah, yes, I know. It's this one. Basically, I lose a terror, or whoever takes this loses a terror, and then another player gains a terror.
Ah.
So,
Harsh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alex is telling me that I need to be evil to you too.
Take the 2 reds as my first action.
Well, to Rob, because he doesn't have any terror.
That's
I
yeah,
rolled
but to you, it's going to cost you 4 points. To Rob, it's only going to cost 1. But you're right.
And I'll take 3 food.
You get one of these trades.
Isn't there one of the cards down the bottom about getting ones for blue people?
Yes, this one.
That one?
It's 1 point for every blue leader in your glory pile.
Yeah.
So, what point can I use his ability to turn them into symbols I want?
On whenever.
Okay,
I
I'll
believe.
that shield moving it to there.
Oh no, sorry, no, you can't. No, it doesn't turn a dice into something.
it just counts
It allows
as
you
it.
to use a dice as if it was
Okay,
something.
gotcha.
It does specifically say in the rules you can't put the leader's wildcard on those.
Cool, that's fine. If I wanted to, can I move that onto there at any point? These are free to
Yeah.
move, you said? Cool,
Yeah.
that's fine, I'll do that.
Right, done. Your action.
Okay, my action is going to be to activate Raid Keeps.
Raid keeps. Awesome.
Yep, so I take a hammer,
Spend that for 2 points.
and convert it into a shield,
And I convert one dice into whatever I want.
and then I'll draw top 2 and keep 1, please. Thank you. And I'll
the
take
shield.
another treasure and burn that.
But in the art,
Yep, I've already got loads of art. It's just art stacked up around. Then spend 2 food. Oh, and then I raid
Place
keeps this to draw another card from the top of the deck. Thank you. So it's a tower. So I immediately gain. Before I do anything else, I'm spending the rest of the cost. So there's the 2 shields.
so here's a question for Alex, if you're watching. Rob's chosen the raid keeps action. I can convert a dice into whatever symbol I want. Could I convert it into a shield, then put the shield on there, and then use it to get the 2 food, all sort of at the same time? I'm not going to. I'm just checking to see if you can use artifact in the middle of a turn like that.
Right. I have a punch up. I'm not going to because I haven't got the resources.
Okay, so you're going to walk away from the tower.
I just took the loot. Then my action will be to take the 2 armour
These 2?
stacks. Yep.
Yep.
And then draw 2 more from the top of the deck.
Okay, Emily, are you going to be raiding keeps?
I'm doing.
Are you doing that
Awesome.
first?
There's another
Okay.
treasure.
So you get
Another
2, or do you want 3?
I'll take 3.
And 2
3, and
And a wall.
a wall, and a terror. Mm.
Mm.
We played it on Wednesday, and Rick got 3 full sets of tapestries, 45 points.
2 food.
What makes it interesting is we didn't realise until the end of the game that they had to be different colours to get sets, and he'd luckily got 3 of each colour. So,
Dodged a bullet there.
yeah.
I will take.
Oh, sorry, I just put my little boat on the.
Blue and a yellow.
There's my little boat. There's my little boat.
Yellow. But that's it. I'm not going to fight.
Okay, I've spent
That
2
one.
food and 2 shields, and I'm going to
And I
take.
get the top one.
I'm just going to take the top 2
Roll that.
because I don't really want what's there. We have treasure and a bit of armour. Okay, so we're all done with that. Emily, your choice of action.
Yes. We'll do this one in that
Okay.
case.
So I get
Subdue.
2 of these. I'm going to get rid of that one because I've already got 4 artifacts. I could replace an artifact if I wanted to. I'm not going to. Runic carvings. 10 points and 2 terror. So what's the penalty for having 6 terror?
It's 21, I think.
Yeah, so it's going to cost me 11 points to take 2 terror. So there you go, Rob. Have a terror.
Okay.
So that's that. I can't do that. But I am going to do... Yeah, I am going to do that to take a wall token. You got.
Okay. I'm going to spend 4 favour. Just take 2 level 2s. Boom,
I
boom.
haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, Emily should do that first. Who's doing the action?
Those 3. Me.
Oh, sorry, I'm jumping
Yeah,
ahead.
you're jumping ahead.
3.
Bad Rob.
So we'll take
Bad
Well, I'll do
Rob.
this
One.
though. So I get my 4 favour back.
And
I will spend 1, however, to go 1 and 2 on the track, please, Paul.
Doing who, what, when?
Could do
Yep.
another.
2 points.
Yep. Then I have draw 2, keep
One
1.
of those.
This is for the subduing territories.
Yep.
Yep.
And
The only restriction is that you can use each artifact once per activation of that space. Okay, right. So yeah, you can't do it, and then
Yeah.
repeat.
I'll take 4 food.
two.
A farm.
You take 3 territories.
Yes.
I really could do with taking 2. So,
3.
but I can't. I don't really have much stuff to spend. So I'm going to spend
Oh,
1
Can I
favour
have a farm, please?
and 1 food, and I'm just going to have 1 of those and 1 of those.
I'll spend
Farm.
2 favour.
What do you need?
A farm and a tower.
I think I threw you a farm.
Oh, thank
Where's the
you.
farm?
And there's a tower.
Oh, and a tower. Thank you.
I've got 4 points and a blue and a yellow dice.
And I'll take a level 2 braided. That's it.
That one?
That one. Yep. Spent my 2, so it's a purple and a green, please.
Green. And then purple, is it that one?
Hey, more treasure.
Yeah.
And then 1 of them.
So I get a red one for this. So is
Yep,
it the top?
it is.
That's right, yeah.
Right, we're all done with that action.
Feast of the Gods. We get 1 for each of the food ones I took. Okay, Paul's bonus. Emily got there first.
It's fine, I still get all the stuff. I think we're going to go for a battle at sea.
Okay.
Ooh.
I spend 4 food,
I get 2 VP.
and I get 2 VP, and I'm going to draw this card, and it's all quiet.
Did you move up my 2 VPs for the subduing
Oh.
territory?
And 1, 2.
Cool. How'd you move me up for that when I took it earlier?
Yes,
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I think I did.
He's at it again, folks.
Yeah, we can watch the video back later. Right, I can do this. Boat, hammer. Yeah, I can totally do this. It's either 19 or 15 and a card. No, I'm going to take that one. So, boat. Boat. No, boat. Hammer. Raven. Helm. 19 points.
Dwarf.
Oh, and a favour.
Right. I'll spend 4 food.
And that goes in my glory pile.
Let's have a look. All quiet. No effect. Then I'll spend a boat, a hammer, and a raven.
10 points and 2 food.
Yep, utilising that as the wild. 10 points and 2 food.
And Emily, are you coming to see?
Yeah.
This is the only card left if you've got what you need.
Can she attempt a random one from the deck?
No.
You can with everything else. So, I can't see why not. Battle.
Any spontaneous messages popping up?
Either one of the face-up cards or a random one from the top of the deck.
Yes, you could
There you go.
risk the
So yeah, you could risk this.
vagaries of fate.
There are only 2 hammers on here, aren't there?
2 axes.
2 axes.
Yeah.
Because I could get 3 hammers.
You could get 3. You
those and
could
those.
fight it. Yeah. How much favour have you got? Oh, you got
Quite a
loads.
few.
Mm.
Yeah, you could just fight it. It's
Yeah,
15
you
points.
need 2 doubles and a single. That's all
Yeah.
you need.
I'll try it.
Okay,
Ooh,
so you're going
she's
to fight
going
this
for
one.
Okay.
So
So 4 of
you
those.
spent your 4 food.
Counter the eagle.
No
All quiet.
effects.
Please
There we
shuffle.
go. They were shuffled.
Hmm.
I mean, we all got all quiet, so that's fair.
1, 2,
So you spent your 3 hammers.
Yep.
Here we go. So you need 5.
1, 2.
Yeah. So spend a favour. Oh, what to do? There you go.
There we go.
15 points and a prophecy card.
Boom.
Thank you.
And we're done.
Yes.
Round 5. You get that.
Yep, and these clear off.
Oh, points for territories. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sixes. This round 5 or round
This
6?
is round 5
Round 5.
of 6.
Okay.
Point per armour, and 2 points per ship upgrade.
Right.
The Reavers been changed.
Yes, I've done them.
Okay. Right. Oh, look at that stuff. Bits back. Right, Rob.
Yes. Let's go for. Let's rearm and re-equip, I think. Extraordinary. I'm going to go here. Take 2 of these.
You're recruiting, eh?
Yep. And I'm going to take these 2 lads here. So 2 red, 2 blue.
I do need lots of dice.
And I think I'm going to take another red and another blue of my choice. Red's going to be a.
Emily, what would you like?
Let's do
Blue is going to be a shield.
2,
3 yellow and a red.
Right, what are we going to do with these then?
Okay. Emilie.
I think I'm going to elect one of them as a new leader, which gets me 2 favour. And then I'm going to I'm going to discard that for a tree. Yeah. Okay.
Emilie.
think.
Yeah, dice. That can go on there. And that can go on there.
Okay.
Subduing Territories.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yep. Spend one of those. Give me 2
Oh,
VP.
we've come back to the top. Does that matter?
Yep, so we'll reshuffle them.
Take one.
Can you give me 2 VP, please? Thank you.
Oops. Do you need another one?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Pass me 2, please.
2 of these.
Yep.
You're getting 2 as well.
Draw 2, keep 1.
Yeah, I'm wondering what to take.
Let's see.
I think I might take. Oh, I'm just going to take 3 points. It's a ship upgrade, which I don't want. So
1, 2, 3,
So I just get 3 points for that. 2, 3.
Let's
That's
do
that
that
one
one.
done. This one, I spend 2 of them to get one of these.
1, 2,
Ugh.
3.
Useless. Yeah, absolutely useless. And then I spend any 2 dice,
And
spend those 2 to get a wool. Yeah, points for red leaders. Oh no, I've got one.
one of those.
I've forgotten
Let's
I've got
do
one.
that. Okay. 3 territories.
You've taken 3 territories.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh dear. I got no food. I've got 1 favour. Well, I'll spend the 1 favour, and I will spend. Ugh. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I need a favour back for that one.
Actually, I'm not going to spend that 1 favour.
Yes, I do. And a wall.
Oh, but this is going to get so much stuff. No, I will.
And,
I'll spend the favour. I'll spend the tree. So I'll take 1 of those and 1 of those.
Cool. I'll spend 2 food and take 1 of these, which gets me a yellow and a blue.
2 food and 2 points, and 1 of those.
Have a purple card, please.
Purple card.
Thank you.
I found some runic carvings, aka
Oh, come off it.
give you a terror. Well, it's either that or I get 10 points and 2 terror. So that's a net swing of.
You've given me 3, and you've lost yourself
3.
3. So that gives you, gains you, if you had that, you would gain 10, but lose 9.
Yeah. Yeah, that's far better. Right. Are we all done subduing territories?
Yes.
Okay. Now then. I don't have the dice I need. So my walls, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're worth 3 each. I could get another one. But I kind of want to go there, but do I have any shields? No, but I could turn that into a shield, and that could be a shield. So I can totally do that. Do I need the armour? No, but I need the art. Right, I'm going to go raiding keeps.
Pretty good.
So when I raid keeps, I can turn any dice into whatever I want. I'm going to get rid of that for 2 favour. And then spend 1 of the favour for 2 points.
1, and then 2 more.
Turn a dice into whatever I want. I'll have a shield.
Thank you. So I'll keep
No,
the
I'll have
armour.
a double hammer.
Keep the armour.
No, it's got to be a shield. Because I need 2 shields to do this. Oh, there's no shield. So I'll have a tree.
How do you tell the colours of the tapestries?
3 colours, I think.
Oh, it's the colour of the sort of the cloth in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
Okay, thanks so much.
Right, I am then spending 2 food and 2 trees as shields. To go a raiding, I'll have these 2 pieces of art and 2 from the top of the deck.
Okay.
Right, so my art goes here. I have got a Diorg tapestry, which I've already got 1 of them. Don't want another one. And I've got a keep wool, which is those 2. And do I want to fight? I can't really fight because I haven't got any dice. So no, I won't fight. Right, Rob,
Okay.
are you doing it?
Yep, so I'm spending 2 shields and 2. So is that another art? And
There's an art and an armour,
I'll take the art and the armour because I've already got 5 armour and 5 art.
and then 1 from the duck.
So that gives
From
me
the deck.
yeah, full set of armour, 2 full sets of art,
Nice.
2 more favour. Oh, perfect. 2 more
Emily, are
favour.
you going raiding?
Yes.
Where's all the favour gone? Oh,
Got some.
2 more favour. And then, yep, I will risk a duff up.
So, helmet and hammer.
Definitely 2 hammers for
Yep.
2 dice, needing a 2+. B-roll.
Boom.
Yep, favour back and a wall section. Boom, boom.
I can take 2 up the top instead of those 2.
You can.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
So we've all done that.
Yep.
And now it's the ownership.
Yes.
Where's it going to go?
Oh, I think we're going to have to go to the raid village.
Down here?
Yep.
Anybody got any bonuses that trigger off that?
Technically, yes, I can turn that into a chest and then spend another chest to trigger the ability. I can flip that red, but I'm not going to.
Village.
So, I'll take those 2, middle 2, give you a terror back,
Thank you.
and take 3 food, and then take 2 more at random. Which will be another artifact, and 3 points from the chest upgrade.
3 points.
Yep.
I will unfortunately be resting. Are you raiding the villages?
No, I'm going to rest as well.
Oh, that needs to go to this guy as well, please, Paul.
Okay. We're all done. End of the round. Points for territories. 8.
6, 7.
9, please.
9. Okay, cards go. Ownership
Last round
passes
of the
on.
game.
Last round.
So, first player saves with me.
Okay, so we've done the Reavers, we've done this. Ooh! Points for walls.
Purple.
Cool.
And then the extra one. Is
Over
that
to
mine
you.
now? Yeah.
Runic carvings and axes and spears. A couple of farms.
Points for walls and points for blue.
Did we all
Points
do
for
these
purple.
ones?
Points for purple. Oh no, the other
Did
one.
we do
on the left.
these? Don't think we
I haven't
did.
touched them.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, nobody went there last turn, did they? Okay. And there we go. So, last round.
Yes. Is that
You are the start player and Emily
points
has the
for-
ownership.
Points for the bluish.
Points for the bluey, dark, tealy ones. Yeah.
Cool, cool. Right. I will, because I'm a little bit short on these chips. I've got the food, but I haven't got the shields. Though I have got the chests. Yes. I'm going to go and spend 2 chests to activate raid villages.
You're going here.
Yep,
Again?
2 chests and gain 2 favour from that one.
So hang on. Raiding villages. So yeah, everybody does their
No.
raid villages activation specialisation cards.
Villages. And 2 food.
Well, I ain't got the dice.
I could. I'll take the 2 on your left, Paul. Take your terror back.
Oh no! That's that one.
Yep. And I'll take a red and a blue.
And 5 points in a terror.
Yep, I think, yeah, it's worth it to take.
Yeah.
Another 5 points in terror. And I'll draw the top 2 from the deck, please. Give you another terror.
What?
And take 3 points.
Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear.
Suck it up, Grogan the Butcher, Scourge of the Southern Coast.
5?
Yes.
Oh no. Right.
Paul Granny Stabber Grogan.
Emily, are you raiding villages?
No. So
Well,
resting, you either take food
2 food
or...
or a dice of your choice.
I'll take the dice, that's better. And you roll it and it's...
No, a dice of your choice and set
okay.
it to whatever you want.
I wouldn't have
I'll do
spent the wild card, I'd have triggered my
Yeah.
chest action.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
Deary, deary me.
Yeah, it's all looking a little bleak. I'm gonna take. So I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna take a dice of my choice and set it to whatever I want as a rest action. Right, Emily.
Ooh,
Oh,
Go to sea.
sailing away.
Oh.
I haven't got the food.
And then I've got to take one of these.
Yeah, one of those first. What you found?
It's a kraken.
Mm. So you have to pay a ship and a hammer to fight your way through. Otherwise, discard 2 food and only 1 die.
2 food and any one die. I think I might do that. 2 food.
But you don't get the 3 points then.
What 3 points?
You get 3 points if you defeat the Kraken, don't you?
Oh yeah. Alright then. A boat. And then I'll just use that one.
Yep. 3 points. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, fight the Kraken. I don't want to fight the Kraken. Fight the Kraken.
To fight the kraken.
Right, which of these do you want?
That one.
2 boats, a raven, and a tree.
2 boats, a raven, and a tree.
Blue can't become a tree.
No?
No.
Oh, right.
What the raven can become is printed there.
Fortunately, you have the tree.
You have the
Oh
tree.
yes, I got the tree.
So 12 points and lose a terror token. 1, 2, and another 10. Right, I am not
Boat in the chest.
going there.
I can't do it.
So I am going to take. Oh man, this is. I'm trying to work out points. This is 9. Over there would be 13. So I will take a dice of my choice and set it to whatever I want.
Oh yes, that's
I'm resting as well.
the other option. I will also rest, take a die, make it a shield. Okay. Did anyone not see that coming?
Raiding
So
keeps. I'll spend that for 2 points.
I gain that.
Can turn a dice to whatever I want.
Flip
But it doesn't matter.
for that. Can you pass me?
Oh no, it does. I'll turn that
Can you pass me 1 from the top and then 2?
into that. Then those 2 are shields.
Thank you. So I have to take that and have to take that and throw that back in the pot.
So I've got 2 tapestries. And then I take 2 at random from the top.
Cool. I will take
Oh, that was lucky. That was very lucky.
2 shields. What we got?
2 shields and 2 food. I don't think I spent my food.
I'll take the red and the blue tapestry, please. So yellow and blue tapestry. And then draw 1 at random from the top of the deck. It won't be a tapestry, will it? But I managed to complete 1 set at least. So let's put that away. Okay. Oh, no one took it. I found more art. 1 art, please.
Are you raiding any keeps?
Yeah. Treasure. That's a...
And still 2 actions left, isn't there, this round?
No.
1.
said you're the last player.
Oh yeah, I'm the last player, and then
Emily
yeah,
gets
Emily
the
gets to
last
do the
action.
ownership.
Yeah.
Just take those two actually.
Right, we are almost done. One action left, and then final scoring.
Ka-ching.
How are we doing for time? 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's a couple of hours.
Yeah, not too bad.
We're teaching.
Yeah.
Done that one. So I think I will fight it.
Go for the fight.
Yeah.
You got plenty of favour, so
2 hammers, that's
Take
2
two
dice.
hammers.
There we go.
Two
Axe away.
dice.
Reroll. Nope.
Keep one.
how do we roll both?
Both.
Why did you listen to him?
That's looking good.
Oh dear.
It was all going so well.
Just like that.
Last one?
Last one. This is the one.
That loses you.
No.
Yeah, yeah. And you get 2 dice to the next
Okay.
one. Oh, it was drawn. Was it drawn? This one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right, the final bonus action of the game.
Yes, so the ownership placement.
Oh yes.
Pretty sure it's going to be. Yep.
Oh.
Anyone not see that coming?
Well, it's not what I wanted. I wanted these.
Oh,
That's
actually,
9
no,
points.
that is a valid point. Those were
But
points.
I will.
Oh, we subduing territories.
Oh, I'm not going to have anything left.
I'll spend that for 2 VP, please.
Well, I'm going to get 2 of these. Definitely doing that.
I get two as well.
I'm not going to bother with the convert.
Runic carvings. Yeah, there you go. Thank you very much.
Blue and a yellow.
I'll have 2 yellow and keep one as well, please.
You might get runic carvings.
Yep, that's the hope.
You might switch it
Right
straight back.
along. No.
So that was that. I spend 2 favour for one of these cards at random.
How many
Oh,
farms
awesome.
has everyone got,
That was
please?
lucky. How many what?
How many farms?
I have 0 farms.
2.
Okay, so if I take that.
And I can spend 2 dice to get a keep. Where are we? We're here.
So I'm going to do 3 of that one.
And that keep token
To
will be
get this
worth...
one.
Sorry, the wall. Oh, it's got to be done. Yeah. Spend those 2 to take that.
Yeah, it's actually worth it. I'll take another terror token, but another farm, and 4 food.
What does any resources get points at the end or not?
I don't believe so.
They burn. And then have you bought your... Have you done the actual action pool?
So I have no food, no favour, no dice.
So you can't.
So I can't, so I will rest
So
and
I
have
get
2
to do it-
food.
I get to do it once, don't I? What's the best chance of a
Yeah,
coverage?
I literally can't do anything.
Yep, I'm going to spend 3 favour
And
To have a big one.
to take
food.
one last big grey.
Yeah.
Bluey grey.
Bluey, grey, greeny.
So 3 favour. Yep, thank you. I get to burn one of these.
Nice.
Yep. And take a red die. Not that, sorry.
Not that it matters.
Really matters.
Right, so we do the end of round
Blue
scoring
die.
Yep.
for the territories.
2
1,
food.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 for
and
me.
A
8 for me.
Oh, you're still going?
thingy card. And under one of those.
Right, how many territories do you have? Lots.
12.
12. 1, 2, and then another 2. Right, so end game scoring. Terror tokens first.
Okay. -3.
So -3 for Rob. 1, 2, 3. -10 for me. 1, 3, 6, 10. So I lose 10. Emily?
I have 3 terror tokens.
So it's -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Artifacts. I have 4 artifacts worth a total of 13 points.
I have 4 worth 14.
14 points for blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10.
11 points.
And
For 3 of
1,
them.
so 83 to 93. Right, points for artifacts. Glory gained from keep spoil cards. That's these ones.
These here.
So let's go through mine first.
Okay.
Right, tapestries. Oh, in fact, let's just go through tapestries first. I've got a full set of 3 and an extra 1. So that's 17 points.
I also have a full set of 3 and an extra 1, which is 17 points.
I've got the same. That's mine
Boom.
again.
Oh, I'm doing it again.
But I do have
You
the
would
same.
say boom, boom,
Okay,
boom,
you're on 116.
boom.
Right, art.
And then just put the tapestry face down.
I have 4 pieces of art, so that's a full set and an extra 1, so that's 13 points. 13.
Okay, I have 2 full sets and an extra, so that's 23.
23, so 39.
39. Oh, thank you.
I've just got 1 set
For 10.
for 10.
Right, armour.
A full set of 30.
I have a codpiece for 1 point.
It's a very fancy and bejeweled card.
It is.
I've got the entire set, including multiple exchangeable card pieces.
30 points.
30 points.
I've just got 2.
Right, treasure. I have a full set of 4, which is 16 points. 1, 2, 12, 16.
I've got a full set plus 2 more, which is 20 in total.
So 69 to 89.
Just 9 points.
Right, that is the keeps spoils. Right, farm walls and towers. So farms first.
1,
So
2,
there were 2
4,
each.
6, 8, and I've got the most.
You get 11.
Giving me 11.
Emily, farms.
2 farms.
So 2 points.
So 2.
Next, towers. No, walls.
Yep.
Walls.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
18.
No, 24.
Oh, sorry, yep, multiples.
24 plus 4, 28.
Mm.
So 1 plus 27.
Okay. 2,
I've
4,
got
6.
5.
6 for you. And towers.
None.
I got 2.
3.
Oh, you got 3.
Okay.
So I get 10 points for me towers.
6 points for your towers. You had 2.
Sorry,
3
6
points
each.
He's had it again.
Oh, it's the majority bonus I was looking at.
Yeah. Which you don't
So
get.
Emily, you get
11.
9 plus 5.
No,
You get
he's
14.
14. I'm doing it now.
Right. Glory gained from prophecies.
Well, that's these,
Oh.
isn't it?
Purple cards. Right. I got 1 point for every ship in my glory pile, and I did 1 ship thing. Awesome. I got 1 point for every tower, which I've just thrown away, but I had 6 of them. I had 6? Yeah, 6. 6. I got 1 point for every treasure, and I had 4. 1 point per artifact twice, which is 8. And 1 point for every red leader in my glory pile, which is 1.
Okay, you get 1 point for each of these, which is 3. That's it. Only has one of those.
Close.
Okay. I got 1 point for every ship.
In your
So
glory
it's
pile.
3.
If you got 3, 1, 2, 3.
1 point for every blue person. That's 3. And then 1 point per art, which was 3.
Done.
Hey! Victory is mine.
So, blue wins with 209, purple second 203, orange 171. There you go.
Game.
That is a full game of Reavers of Midgard. So, quick round the table discussion. Initial thoughts?
Interesting. I think now having played it, I wouldn't have stuck that there. I'd probably just taken the extra
Yes.
2 randomisable dice. That was a mistake.
Right.
Live and learn.
Yes, similar.
It's
I would
interesting.
have maybe put some
In different
I
places?
really know what they did. So.
That one, I don't know. The Battle of Sea felt a bit weaker compared to Subduing Territories, but that's where bulk of my points came from. I had a number of synergy cards around that one, so that could have just been
Yeah, I mean, you did this 3 times. I did this
yeah.
once.
did twice.
I thought we'd be doing
it's
it
only been
more.
on it twice.
Yeah, I mean, it costs 4 food. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's
But
not-
it
and
costs a lot of
and
dice.
it's the randomness, 'cause you don't know what
You don't know what you're gonna
you
get.
could- yeah.
Yeah.
The other ones are a bit more controlled because you at least know what you're going to have to spend going into it
Yeah.
to a degree.
This was interesting with the different.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I played on Wednesday, Rick taught the rules while I was busy teaching Crown of Amara. So then I turned up and I just went, look, I'll just play, I'll just do random stuff. This time, obviously, I had a lot more. I was making a lot more informed decisions, and I understood, those cards are over there, so if I'm trying to collect them, I want to be doing that, and these cards are here, so I want to collect them. It went wrong for me at the end. I rested twice in that last round.
Yeah.
It fizzled out. I had no dice, no nothing, and all it would have taken, because the points were that close, is just, if I could have just done...
It was the way Rob kept picking that one. Don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah. But there you go. So yeah, that is it. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. N20 Games, you look like you missed everything except the scoring. Yes, but the video will go onto the YouTube channel so you can watch it back. Thank you very much, Matt, for watching it. You'll catch up on the end replay, but you've got to go to bed. But yeah, we have finished now. So basically, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for you two for playing.
No, cheers. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And as mentioned at the start, this wasn't a commissioned video. So if you like the content that I create and you want to help support the show and keep it going, then yeah, please check out the Patreon page. Otherwise, I'm going to try and do this again. Now, this didn't work last time, but I'm going to try and do it this time. I'm going to activate the end credit sequence. So I'll see you later on. But yeah, we have finished now. So basically, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you
Gaming Rules is proudly sponsored by Game Toppers, upgrading your gaming experience. Visit GameToppersLLC.com.
But yeah, we have finished now. So basically,